Bill gets upsetting news from Carter after his passionate pitch. On today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter defends Hope, Ridge spills the beans to Steffi, and Liam expresses his desire for Hope's return to the family. Steffi expresses her disbelief to Ridge at Forrester that Taylor kept the secret because she feared she was dying. Just as you are. Since she is not in imminent danger and he truly stood up for her, she is able to forgive him. After Ridge describes the yoga stance they did, Steffi can't help but laugh and thinks Brooke must have had a nervous breakdown. Ridge says he gave her a private demonstration later and she was okay with it. Steffi grimaces. That doesn't sound good, Brooke remarks as she enters the room. Ridge admits it's not healthy for his daughter, but it was good for him, so thank you. Steffi makes a face. As Carter walks down the hall, he sees Hope's picture on Pam's desk and a scene of them kissing plays out in his head. A hint of contemplation suggests he may have a notion. Hope and Liam scour the design studio for an item that she requires for the meeting that Steffi summoned. Hope says she's exhausted by continuously being on the chopping block. Liam offers to take Beth for the night so she can debrief afterward. Hope thanks him, she could use the decompression. Carter steps in and is taken shocked to see Liam there again. At Spencer Publications, Will informs his dad he has news. And I'm not so sure you're going to like it. He emphasizes that it's not bad. Just not what he might want to hear. Bill learns Will obtained a job, an internship. Bill assumes he joined the intern team at Spencer and wonders why nobody told him. Will claims it's not at Spencer. I'm working at Forrester Creations. Bill turns red. In the main office at Forrester, Brooke, Ridge, and Steffi think it's excellent that Taylor is going to be okay. Zend and RJ step in. Steffi observes that they'll start the meeting. They're just waiting for Hope and Carter. In the design office, Carter offers to walk out if she and Liam need a minute. Liam gives her a pep talk about the meeting and asks Carter to take care of her. Carter glances across him to Hope and adds, "You can count on it." In Bill's office, Will assures him he'll still be in school. Bill cannot get behind this Forrester crap. Will simply needs a little experience. Bill booms, "Then you shadow me here. Or Liam here. Learn what it takes to run a genuine business." Will defends Forrester as being more than just clothes. Bill chirps, "What are they going to teach you to do? Stitch a sequin? Hem a dress?" He yells that no son of his will be getting coffee for a bunch of dressmakers. Will informs him that what Bill does is interesting, but at Forrester the girls are outrageous. Bill squints, "Are you telling me you took this internship at Forrester for the girls? You don't want to be in fashion? You don't want to be a dressmaker?" Will twitches his lip. Bill replies, "I didn't think there was anything you could tell me that would explain why you would betray your father for your mother and the dressmaker." He laughs, "But now it all makes sense." Will asks, "So you're not mad?" Bill advises him when he wants a genuine job. His actual calling to come and meet his dad. In the design office, Hope lets Carter know that Liam's taking Beth, so she can decompress after the big meeting. Carter's confident it won't be that horrible. Hope quips that they shouldn't keep the queen waiting. Carter assures her he's got her back. In the main office, RJ praises his family for their support during everything that happened with Luna. Steffi claims they did a real number on all of them. Ridge adds that she'll pay the price in jail. Zen says he and RJ have been concentrating on Hope for the future, and they think the line is back in the zone. Zen compliments RJ reaching into the mentality of a designer. Hope and Carter enter and she explains she was dealing with some family problems. Steffi says they were only applauding RJ and Zen's work, but they need the figures from Carter. Where does Hope for the future stand? At Spencer, Bill tells Will he appreciates him coming to him about the internship. He wants to see more of this maturity, and he wants to see more of him. Will assures him they'll arrange up a guys' night. Bill hasn't given up on reconciling with his mom. He botched up. Will admits he left his mom for her sister more than once. He likes them both, but it doesn't mean they'd make a good couple. Bill wonders if he told his mom that. Will nods, "Yeah, I did." Bill's disappointed in himself. They still can't trust him as he'd like them to. Liam rushes in and wonders what's going on. In the Hope for the Future conference at Forrester, Carter reveals Brooke's bedroom continues to exceed projections. Steffi asks about the numbers. Carter talks about market share and other metrics than sales. He notes out Ridge gave the bedroom line his full approval. Steffi asks about sales for Hope's collection. They need to know the numbers. So Carter, where are we? Carter thinks they're not where they need to be yet. Hope, RJ, and Zen want more time. Ridge asks Carter what the answer is. Carter doesn't want to anger anyone, but the bedroom line profited from the resources they put into it. If they give Hope's line a fraction of that, they'll see the outcomes they seek. Hope grins. Carter believes in Hope and her designs. Brooke says they all want the collection to be a success. Steffi asks again for the numbers. Carter admits they're flat, but this is a family business. They pitch Steffi for support. Brooke feels it paid off with her line. Ridge grumbled that throwing money at an underperforming line doesn't make sense. Carter continues on about Hope being uplifting message. Without Hope, Forrester loses its most meaningful line, and its conscience. Her line has a firm basis, a powerful CEO, and an intriguing new design team. They should not give up on Hope and her line. At Spencer, Bill insists there's nothing going on. Liam asks Will if that's true. Bill turns the subject to their organizing a guys' night. Liam recounts a chat he and Will had, and tells Bill that his brother was kind enough to make him see that he wants a life with Hope again. Bold and Beautiful's poised to repeat one of its most distasteful plot twists ever. Brace yourselves for drama. One thing about The Bold and the Beautiful, it is never, and I mean never, subtle. Fans know that when this soap starts laying the foundation for a plot twist, it's only a matter of time before the train leaves the station, and there's no stopping it. But as much as we love the drama, we're not gonna lie. This time it has us cringing. Why? Because Bold and Beautiful seems poised to repeat one of its most distasteful, uncomfortable plot twists ever. And if you've been paying attention, you probably know exactly what we're talking about. Yes, folks, Taylor Hayes' return has sparked rumors, speculation, and waves of confusion, especially when it was revealed that she's dying. Yep, you read that right. Dying. And just when we thought the soap had settled into its typical love triangle routine, it threw us a curveball. But we'll get to the meat of that in a second. Taylor's shocking diagnosis. Broken heart syndrome? When Taylor, played by soap legend Krista Allen, made her return to Los Angeles, we were expecting the usual emotional roller coaster. What we weren't expecting was her surprising diagnosis. She's suffering from broken heart syndrome. If your eyebrows shot up at that one, trust me, you weren't alone. We were gobsmacked. Had they seriously brought Taylor back into the fold only to give her a dramatic send-off? Or worse yet, was this another one of those contrived near-death storylines that soaps love, where the character teeters on the brink of the afterlife only to be miraculously saved at the last minute? We've seen this before with Finn and Lee, who managed to pull off a medical miracle for Eric. So, naturally we assumed it was the same old song and dance until they dropped the broken heart syndrome bombshell. For a brief moment we thought maybe, just maybe, the writers were going for something poignant, a story that might actually dig deeper into Taylor's emotional wounds. But alas, this is Bold and Beautiful, and they couldn't resist mixing in some old-school soap drama with a dash of over-the-top romance. Enter Ridge to save the day again. Here's where things take a turn. From the moment Grace Buckingham uttered the words broken heart syndrome, we had a sneaking suspicion about how this was going to play out. And well, our soap instincts were spot on. Ridge Forrester would be the one to heal Taylor's broken heart. We could practically hear the groans from longtime fans, because Ridge being the savior is a tale as old as time. In true Bold and Beautiful fashion, this was an emotional moment, though it wasn't of the sexual variety. Yet. It was still intimate enough to cause problems for Brooke Logan, Ridge's on-again, off-again flame, who showed up just in time to witness the breakthrough. Predictably, Brooke freaked out. She confronted Taylor and Ridge, accusing them of getting too close, and while Ridge managed to smooth things over with Brooke, it's clear she's far from reassured. But let's be honest. When is Brooke ever truly reassured? The love triangle that never dies. This is where things get juicy, and where the cringing begins for longtime fans. The show has been laying the groundwork for weeks now, with hints dropped left and right about how much love Taylor and Ridge still have for each other, how they'll always be connected. You don't have to be a soap opera expert to know where this is headed. Taylor's going to bounce back from her broken heart syndrome, with Ridge's help of course, and before we know it, she'll be right back in the thick of things, ready to ride the Ridge wave once again. And let's be honest, Bold and Beautiful is as predictable as they come when it comes to love triangles. In the real world, the only two things you can be sure of are death and taxes. But in the world of Bold and Beautiful, the two things you can always count on are 1. The character you think is dying probably isn't, and 2. If Taylor's around, there's going to be a love triangle. But this isn't even the worst part of the twist. A deeper twist is brewing: Brooke, Bill, and Katie. If you've been paying attention to the other relationships simmering on the back burner, you've probably noticed that Bill Spencer has been trying to win Katie back. He's been pulling out all the stops, but there's one problem. Katie doesn't fully believe that Bill is over his feelings for her sister Brooke. That's right, the ghost of Brill, Brooke and Bill, continues to haunt Katie's every move. And we don't think it's a coincidence that this storyline is being dredged up just as Taylor and Ridge's inevitable reunion looms large on the horizon. Here's what we think is happening. The writers are subtly, okay, not that subtly, setting the stage for a major interwoven love quadrangle. Bill's unresolved feelings for Brooke are going to be a major factor in the drama to come. Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor, the ticking time bomb. Now let's connect the dots. With Taylor and Ridge spending more time together, getting emotionally, and potentially physically, closer, Brooke is going to start getting more anxious. She's been on high alert ever since she walked in on that intimate moment between Ridge and Taylor. And while she might be trying to play it cool, we all know that Brooke never lets anything slide. At the same time, Brooke's own feelings for Bill are going to come back into play. We haven't seen these two share scenes in what feels like forever, but suddenly Brooke's dropping by Bill's house for some friendly chats. Coincidence? I think not. The writers are setting up a scenario where Brooke finds out that Bill's lingering feelings for her are the reason Katie won't take him back. And that's when things are going to get really messy. The distasteful plot twist we all see coming. Here's our theory, and buckle up because it's not pretty. As Ridge starts to drift back towards Taylor, Brooke is going to feel like she's losing her grip on her destiny with Ridge. So what will she do? She'll try to convince Katie to take Bill back, swearing up and down that her future is with Ridge, not Bill. Katie, always the hopeless romantic, will likely take Brooke's advice and reconcile with Bill, just in time for Ridge to finally flip-flop and go back to Taylor. This will leave Brooke devastated, vulnerable, and wait for it, turning to Bill for comfort. History repeats itself. Again. If this sounds familiar, it's because Bold and Beautiful has gone down this road way too many times. Brooke will once again find herself entangled with her sister's man as Bill, ever the opportunist, offers her a shoulder to cry on. It's a plot twist we've seen before, and frankly, it's one of the show's most distasteful. Watching a woman, Brooke, repeatedly fall for her sister's partner, and watching Katie once again be put in the impossible position of forgiving her sister, is downright exhausting. It's not just repetitive, it's problematic. The idea that these women are powerless to resist their so-called destiny, with men who continually bounce between them, perpetuates a troubling narrative. It suggests that these characters, despite their strong personalities and independent storylines, are doomed to be defined by their relationships with men, and worse, by their relationships with the same man. Where does this leave us? As much as we'd love to see Bold and Beautiful break new ground and avoid this all-too-familiar trap, we have a sinking feeling that history is about to repeat itself. The groundwork is being laid, and the pieces are moving into place. So buckle up, fans. It looks like we're in for another round of Brooke versus Katie over Bill, Ridge flip-flopping between Taylor and Brooke, and the inevitable fallout that leaves hearts broken and sisters at odds. It'll leave a bad taste in our mouths. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, October 14th, through Friday, October 18th. Taylor's secret, Brooke's fury, and Carter's confession drama at every turn. Welcome back, soap fans. If you've been itching for the latest scoop on the Bold and the Beautiful for the week of Monday, October 14th, through Friday, October 18th, get ready. CBS's beloved soap is turning up the heat, and the drama is as delicious as ever. From Taylor's heart-stopping secret to Brooke's fierce reaction, Carter's romantic declaration to hope, and plenty of confrontations in between, we're diving headfirst into all the juicy details. Grab your popcorn and buckle up, because this is going to be one wild week. Monday, October 14th. Brooke confronts Taylor and Steffi warns Hope about Carter. The week kicks off with a bang as Brooke is in full-on confrontation mode. After catching Taylor and Ridge in a compromising position, Brooke's anger boils over. But is Brooke seeing things clearly? Or is she jumping to conclusions about Taylor's intentions? Taylor's been holding on to a secret that could change everything, and the weight of it is crushing her. Will she finally come clean? Meanwhile, Steffi walks in on an intimate moment between Carter and Hope, which raises some serious red flags for her. She's always had her suspicions about Carter's feelings for Hope, but now, after seeing the two together, Steffi can't help but sound the alarm. With her protective instincts kicking in, Steffi confronts Hope and warns her to stay away from Carter. But will Hope listen? Or is she already too deep in this messy love triangle? Brooke's explosion, misunderstanding or truth? Brooke's history with Taylor is long and complicated, and when she sees Taylor and Ridge physically connect, her worst fears are confirmed. Brooke's instincts have never been wrong about Taylor before, but this time, things might not be as they seem. Could Taylor be after Ridge again? Or is there something deeper going on that Brooke's missing? Either way, Brooke's not backing down, and the showdown between these two rivals is guaranteed to be explosive. Carter steps in as mediator, or more. In the middle of the escalating drama between Steffi and Hope, Carter bravely steps up to try and mediate. But his intervention only seems to make things more complicated. Carter's feelings for Hope have been simmering beneath the surface for a while now, and as he tries to keep the peace, it becomes clear that his motivations might not be entirely selfless. Is he truly trying to help? Or is Carter positioning himself as Hope's knight in shining armor? Tuesday, October 15th. Brooke grills Taylor, and Steffi discovers a shocking truth. Tuesday's episode promises more tension as Brooke isn't done with Taylor yet. Fueled by jealousy and anger, Brooke confronts Taylor once again, demanding answers about her relationship with Ridge. This isn't the first time Brooke's accused Taylor of going after Ridge, and the accusation hits hard. But Taylor's not just playing defense this time. She's hiding a devastating secret about her health, one that she's kept from everyone, including Steffi. Taylor's shocking health confession. After weeks of keeping her health scare under wraps, Taylor finally opens up to Steffi. She reveals that she thought she was dying, and it's a moment that leaves Steffi reeling. The revelation sheds new light on Taylor's actions and motivations, and suddenly, her connection with Ridge doesn't seem so clear-cut. But with the secret out, will this confession draw Steffi closer to her mother, or will it tear them apart? Brooke's rage escalates. While Taylor is focused on her relationship with Steffi, Brooke's not backing down from her interrogation. As far as Brooke's concerned, Taylor's past behavior speaks for itself, and she can't shake the feeling that Taylor's after Ridge again. But is Brooke projecting her own insecurities, or is there something more to Taylor's connection with Ridge? The lines between love, jealousy, and loyalty blur as Brooke continues to spiral. Wednesday, October 16th. Liam kisses Hope and Brooke confronts Ridge. Just when you think things couldn't get more complicated, Wednesday's episode brings more romantic drama as Liam makes a bold move. In an attempt to win back Hope's heart, Liam creates a heartfelt video tribute, highlighting her personal and professional achievements. It's a sweet gesture, but for Hope, it might be too little, too late. The chemistry between her and Carter has been growing, and Liam's efforts to rekindle their romance might not be enough. Liam's desperate plea. Liam's video tribute is emotional, but it's clear that Hope's attention is divided. As much as she wants to forgive Liam, her heart is leading her in a different direction. Carter has been there for her in ways Liam never was, and as much as she tries to deny it, the connection between them is undeniable. When Liam tries to take things to the next level by kissing Hope, it's a moment filled with tension. Will Hope give in, or has she already moved on? Brooke's showdown with Ridge. Meanwhile, Brooke has shifted her focus from Taylor to Ridge. After witnessing the moment between him and Taylor, Brooke confronts Ridge about what's really going on. Ridge, as always, is stuck between the two women who've dominated his life for decades. But Brooke's not interested in hearing his excuses. She's ready for answers, and Ridge better have a good explanation. Thursday, October 17th. Carter fights for Hope and will upsets Bill. As the week continues, Carter is ready to risk it all for Hope. Not only is he fighting for the Hope for the Future line at Forrester Creations, but he's also making it clear that he's willing to fight for Hope herself. In a passionate moment, Carter makes a case for both the line and his feelings for Hope, and it's a declaration that could change everything. Carter's romantic gamble. Carter's feelings for Hope have been a slow burn, but this week, he's finally ready to put everything on the line. His pitch to save Hope's fashion line is impressive, But it's his heartfelt confession that really catches her off guard. Will Hope be moved by Carter's words? Or is her heart still with Liam? The stakes are high and Carter's taking a major gamble with his career and his heart. Will shocks Bill with surprising news. On the Spencer side of things, Bill's world is rocked when his son, Will, delivers some upsetting news. Bill's never been great at handling surprises, especially when they involve Katie. Is Will's news about Katie's new job? Or is there something more personal going on? Rumor has it that Katie might be stepping out on a date, and if that's the case, Bill's not going to take it well. Friday, October 18th. Carter and Hope share a romantic evening. The week ends on a romantic note as Carter and Hope share a quiet evening together. After everything that's happened, the two of them finally get some time alone, and it's clear that the chemistry between them is stronger than ever. Carter's declaration earlier in the week has left Hope feeling conflicted, and as they spend more time together, the lines between friendship and romance blur even further. Hope's heart torn in two. Hope's in a tough spot. On one hand, Liam is trying desperately to win her back, but on the other, Carter is offering her something new, something exciting. As she and Carter share a romantic evening, Hope can't help but feel drawn to him. But is she ready to take that leap? Or is she still holding on to the past? What's next for these characters? With so many secrets, confessions, and romantic entanglements, it's hard to know where things will go from here. Will Taylor's health revelation change how Steffi and Brooke see her? Will Hope finally choose between Liam and Carter? And how will Ridge navigate the never-ending tug-of-war between Brooke and Taylor? Taylor makes a big confession on the Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke Logan loses it as Ridge Forrester gets caught between two women. The Bold and the Beautiful never fails to keep fans on the edge of their seats. And this time Taylor Hayes is about to make a confession that could shake up the lives of those around her, especially Brooke Logan. With the ongoing love triangle between Ridge Forrester, Taylor Hayes, and Brooke Logan, things are about to get even more complicated. And when Brooke catches Ridge and Taylor together, all hell breaks loose. In this comprehensive article, we'll dive deep into the unfolding drama, exploring every twist and turn, and analyzing the implications of Taylor's confession. Could her heart-wrenching medical condition pull Ridge away from Brooke once and for all? Is Brooke justified in her meltdown? And most importantly, how will Steffi Forrester Finnegan play into this already tangled web? Taylor and Ridge's chakra balancing session. Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, have always shared a deep connection, and though Ridge has repeatedly chosen Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, Taylor has never been far from his heart. Recently, as Taylor grapples with her broken heart, Ridge tries to help her in a somewhat unconventional way, by balancing their chakras together. Now, whether Ridge is genuinely invested in healing Taylor's emotional wounds, or just can't resist the pull he feels toward his ex, we'll leave that up for debate. But one thing's for sure, this session opens the floodgates for the chaos that follows. Brooke spies on Ridge and Taylor. Brooke Logan is no stranger to feeling insecure, especially when it comes to Ridge's past with Taylor. Over the years, Brooke has fought tooth and nail to hold on to Ridge, enduring countless betrayals, reconciliations, and love triangles. However, she believed that this time things would be different, that Taylor had finally stepped aside for good, and they could all try to be friends. Imagine her horror when she peers through the window and sees Ridge and Taylor together, seemingly sharing an intimate moment. For Brooke, it's déjà vu. The memories of all the times Taylor came between her and Ridge come rushing back, and she feels her entire world crumbling once again. This isn't just about Ridge trying to help his ex. In Brooke's mind, it's the beginning of yet another betrayal. And she's not about to sit back and let it happen. Brooke loses her mind. The confrontation. Without hesitation, Brooke storms in, confronting both Taylor and Ridge. The tension is thick in the air as Brooke demands to know what's going on. Is this another attempt by Taylor to steal Ridge away? Did Ridge lie to her when he said he was committed to their relationship? Taylor, on the other hand, tries to reassure Brooke that nothing inappropriate is going on. She respects Ridge's choice to be with Brooke, and has no intentions of trying to rekindle their romance. But Brooke's not convinced, and who can blame her? The history between these three is long and messy. The argument escalates as Brooke accuses Taylor of playing the victim card once again, using her vulnerability to pull Ridge back in. Taylor tries to explain that her feelings are more complicated than that. There's more going on than Brooke realizes. The big confession: Taylor's medical condition. As the tension reaches its peak, Taylor is close to making a massive confession. She knows that telling Brooke the truth could finally get her off her back about Ridge, but the timing isn't right and she hesitates. Still, the stress of the confrontation lingers with her, and it's not long before her daughter Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, senses something is wrong. Steffi's always had a sharp intuition when it comes to her mother, and she presses Taylor for answers. Unable to keep her secret any longer, Taylor confesses to Steffi that she's been diagnosed with broken heart syndrome, a real medical condition that can have serious consequences if left untreated. It's an emotional moment as Taylor explains the severity of her condition and the toll it's taking on her. What is broken heart syndrome? Broken heart syndrome, also known as Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, is a temporary heart condition that can be brought on by extreme stress or emotional trauma. It mimics the symptoms of a heart attack, including chest pain and shortness of breath, but unlike a heart attack, it doesn't involve blocked arteries. For Taylor, the emotional roller coaster of her relationship with Ridge has led to her diagnosis. She explains to Steffi that she's been receiving treatment, and that Ridge even hired someone to help balance her chakras as part of her healing process. Steffi's reaction: mother's health comes first. Steffi is shocked and worried about her mother's health. She listens carefully as Taylor explains her condition, but she's also skeptical about the holistic methods Ridge is using to help. Steffi can't help but feel that there might be more effective medical treatments out there, and she's not entirely convinced that balancing chakras is going to solve anything. As a protective daughter, Steffi wonders if her husband, Dr. John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, could help. After all, he's a doctor, and he could provide more insight into Taylor's condition and what she should do moving forward. Finn's medical expertise might just be the key to Taylor's recovery. The Parent Trap 2.0? Steffi's dilemma. As Steffi processes the news about her mother's health, a new thought begins to form in her mind. If her mother's condition is tied to her emotional state, could reuniting Taylor with Ridge be the solution? It wouldn't be the first time Steffi tried to play matchmaker for her parents, and though it didn't work out last time, she's more determined than ever to see her mother happy and healthy. However, Steffi knows that trying to push her parents back together could come with disastrous consequences. The last time she attempted this, it ended in heartache for everyone involved. But now, with her mother's health on the line, Steffi wonders if it might be worth the risk. Could we be headed toward another round of the Parent Trap? Steffi may just want to think twice before going down that road again. Ridge's role's stuck in the middle. Ridge Forrester has always found himself torn between two women, Brooke and Taylor. Both have been significant parts of his life, and no matter how hard he tries, he can never seem to fully let go of either one. Now, as Taylor faces her health crisis, Ridge is once again caught in the middle. While Ridge may have chosen to stay with Brooke, his protective instincts toward Taylor are impossible to ignore. He feels responsible for her emotional well-being and wants to be there for her as she navigates her medical condition. But in doing so, he risks alienating Brooke and reigniting old insecurities. How will Ridge handle the pressure of being there for Taylor, while also maintaining his relationship with Brooke? And will his efforts to help Taylor backfire, pushing Brooke further away? Brooke's meltdown: will she leave Ridge? Brooke's reaction to Taylor's confession is sure to be explosive. While she may sympathize with Taylor's medical condition, her insecurities about Ridge will likely override any compassion she might feel. For Brooke, the idea of Ridge being there for Taylor in any capacity is a threat to their relationship. As she grapples with her emotions, Brooke may start to question whether Ridge will ever truly be able to let go of Taylor. She's already been down this road so many times, and she may finally decide that enough is enough. Could this be the breaking point for Brooke? Will she walk away from Ridge for good, or will she fight even harder to keep him by her side? What's next for Taylor, Brooke, and Ridge? As Taylor's confession unfolds, the dynamics between her, Brooke, and Ridge are bound to shift in unexpected ways. Taylor's health crisis will force everyone to reevaluate their priorities, and the fallout from her confession could change the course of their lives forever. Will Ridge stand by Brooke's side, or will his feelings for Taylor resurface as he tries to help her through this difficult time? And how will Steffi's potential matchmaking efforts impact the situation? One thing's for sure: The Bold and the Beautiful is about to deliver another round of jaw-dropping drama. that fans won't want to miss. Final thoughts. Taylor's confession could change everything. Taylor Hayes' big confession is a game changer, not just for her, but for everyone in her orbit. As she faces the challenges of broken heart syndrome, she'll need the support of her family and friends. But with Brooke feeling threatened and Ridge caught in the middle, it's anyone's guess how this will all play out. Brooke's chakra seduction, Liam forcefully kisses Hope, and Taylor Hayes confesses. Explosive developments on The Bold and the Beautiful. The Bold and the Beautiful never ceases to deliver jaw-dropping moments, and the latest developments are no exception. In this wild saga, Brooke Logan tries a sensual new tactic to win Ridge back through some questionable chakra healing. Liam Spencer crosses a line with Hope Logan, and Taylor Hayes reveals her true feelings to her daughter, Steffi Forrester Finnegan. With so much happening, it's easy to see why fans are buzzing with excitement and speculation. Let's break down everything that unfolded in this explosive episode. Brooke's chakra seduction. A desperate move? In an unexpected turn, The Bold and the Beautiful brings us to the moment where Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, decides that if Ridge Forrester, Torsten K, can do chakra healing with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, she can do it too, only Brooke has something else in mind. After confronting Ridge about why Taylor was straddling him during their chakra balancing session, Brooke is determined to reclaim her husband's attention in her own way. Why was Taylor straddling Ridge? Brooke, still baffled and insecure, presses Ridge for answers. Why was Taylor sitting on your lap? She demands, her tone laced with suspicion. Ridge, clearly uncomfortable, tries to explain that Taylor was vulnerable and going through a difficult emotional time, and he thought the chakra healer's method might help her release her stress. Brooke, however, isn't buying it. For her, it's more than just a healing session. This was an intimate moment between her husband and his ex. Ridge rambles about the misdiagnosis that Taylor received and how Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, helped figure things out, but Brooke can't shake the image of Taylor's legs draped across Ridge. Ridge's attempts to explain only deepen Brooke's suspicions, and the conversation takes an unexpected turn when Brooke decides to try out her own version of chakra healing, but with a seductive twist. Brooke attempts to seduce Ridge, breathing as one. Later, Brooke makes a bold move by mimicking the very chakra healing technique she saw between Ridge and Taylor. She straddles Ridge, telling him they need to breathe as one. Ridge, ever the gentleman, tries to resist but finds himself caught in Brooke's passionate embrace. They begin kissing, but something feels off. Brooke's desperation to recreate what happened between Ridge and Taylor only highlights the cracks in their relationship. Ridge isn't entirely against it, but the forced nature of Brooke's seduction leaves viewers wondering whether Ridge is genuinely interested, or if he's simply going along to keep the peace. Could this be a sign that Ridge's heart still lies with Taylor, despite his commitment to Brooke? Or is Brooke right to feel insecure about the emotional bond Ridge and Taylor share? Ridge Forrester's apology. What really happened with Taylor? Amidst the brewing chaos, Ridge apologizes to Brooke, insisting that what she saw with Taylor was purely about healing, not rekindling an old romance. He admits that he brought in the chakra healer to help Taylor work through her emotional trauma, especially following the recent revelation that her heart wasn't failing but was, in fact, just broken. This vulnerable moment between Taylor and Ridge led to an emotional breakthrough, but for Brooke, it's a hard pill to swallow. Ridge's vague explanation about breathing as one and mutual awareness leaves Brooke more frustrated. She reminds him that he never shared this level of intimacy, chakra healing or otherwise, with her, adding fuel to the fire of their growing tensions. As Ridge continues to fumble through his explanation, it's clear that while his intentions may have been good, the situation looks far more scandalous than he realizes. Taylor Hayes confesses to Steffi broken heart syndrome. Meanwhile, Taylor Hayes has a heart-to-heart with her daughter, Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, about her medical condition and the recent whirlwind events. Taylor finally confesses the truth about her diagnosis. She suffers from broken heart syndrome, a real medical condition triggered by extreme emotional stress. Taylor credits Ridge with helping her through this difficult time. She shares how he stood by her side during the chakra healing sessions and helped her come to terms with the emotional turmoil she's been experiencing, particularly from the loss of Phoebe Forrester, Mackenzie Mozzie. Steffi listens, concerned but also deeply moved by her mother's vulnerability. For Taylor, this isn't about rekindling her romance with Ridge, but rather about healing and moving forward with gratitude. Still, Steffi can't help but wonder if Ridge's involvement with her mother is purely out of concern, or if there's more to the story. Steffi's emotional breakdown, a family torn apart. Steffi is visibly shaken by Taylor's confession, especially as Taylor recounts how Ridge's support helped her through the hardest moments. The mention of Phoebe brings Steffi to tears, as the pain of losing her sister resurfaces. It's clear that the emotional scars run deep, and Taylor's journey toward healing has only just begun. But Steffi is also deeply protective of her mother. She urges Taylor to promise that she'll stay this time, that she won't let anything or anyone drive her away. Taylor, feeling empowered and supported, agrees. She's ready to live her best life now, and she won't let past heartbreaks define her future. Liam's creepy video tribute to Hope. What was he thinking? Over at Forrester Creations, another tense situation is unfolding between Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. Hope is busy working on designs for her Hope for the Future line when Liam unexpectedly shows up late at night. He claims he's there to work on a media splash page for her fashion line, but things quickly take an awkward turn. Liam reveals that he's made a special video tribute for Hope, complete with images of her in power poses and a robotic female voice narrating how Hope is a visionary. At first, Hope seems flattered, but as the video shifts to focus on family photos, things take a creepy turn. Liam, who's been desperately trying to win Hope back since their separation, includes numerous photos of the two of them together, clearly trying to rekindle old feelings. Hope, who has made it clear that she's moved on, feels uncomfortable and unsettled by the entire presentation. The forced kiss, Liam crosses a line. But Liam doesn't stop there. After the video ends, he tries to explain his intentions, stammering through his words in a desperate attempt to change Hope's mind. As he pleads with her to hear him out, Liam suddenly grabs Hope and forcefully kisses her. Hope is taken aback, immediately pushing Liam away and making it clear that his actions were completely out of line. Hope's reaction is one of shock and disappointment. She's already told Liam that their relationship is over, yet he continues to push boundaries in a way that makes her increasingly uncomfortable. This forced kiss marks a significant turning point in their relationship, and fans are left wondering whether Liam will finally accept Hope's decision or continue down a troubling path. What's next for Brooke, Ridge, Taylor, Hope, and Liam? As the dust settles, the future of these characters hangs in the balance. Brooke's desperate attempt to seduce Ridge through chakra healing only underscores the fragility of their relationship. Ridge, caught between his commitment to Brooke and his lingering connection with Taylor, must navigate a complicated emotional landscape. Taylor, on the other hand, is focused on her healing journey, but with Ridge so deeply involved in her recovery, it's only a matter of time before old feelings resurface. And Steffi, ever the protective daughter, will stop at nothing to ensure her mother's happiness, even if it means questioning Ridge's true intentions. As for Liam, his obsession with winning Hope back has reached a disturbing new level. After forcing a kiss on her, he's crossed a line that could forever damage their relationship. Hope, a strong and independent woman, won't tolerate Liam's behavior for much longer. Final thoughts. Seduction, confessions, and chaos. What's next on The Bold and the Beautiful? With so many twists and turns, it's hard to predict what's next for these beloved characters. Will Brooke's chakra seduction backfire and push Ridge further toward Taylor? Can Liam redeem himself after crossing a line with Hope? And will Taylor's healing journey lead her back into Ridge's arms? Or is she truly ready to move on? Poppy Nozawa returns for revenge on Katie Logan. Will Bold and Beautiful see another shockwave of danger? The Nozawa family saga continues. A new wave of drama unfolds on B&B. If there's one thing fans of The Bold and the Beautiful know, it's that nothing stays quiet for long. Just when viewers thought they had seen the last of Poppy Nozawa, played by Romy Park, after the devastating and jaw-dropping crimes of her daughter, Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, the soap universe throws yet another curveball. The return of Poppy Nozawa is set to shake up the already turbulent world of the Forresters, Spencers, and of course the Logans. But let's rewind a little. Poppy Nozawa never officially left the scene, did she? Released from prison after being falsely accused, Poppy has been lying low, biding her time, and watching from the shadows. But now, with unfinished business and a storm of emotions brewing, Poppy's return spells danger for The Bold and the Beautiful. And at the center of her vengeful ire? None other than Katie Logan, Heather Tom. Could Katie be the next victim of the Nozawa family's spiral into darkness? Let's dive deep into the spoilers and explore what's ahead. Poppy Nozawa's quiet release. The calm before the storm. The last time B&B fans saw Poppy Nozawa, she was finally walking free after a long and painful ordeal. She had been wrongfully accused of a crime she didn't commit, but her name was cleared, thanks to a dramatic twist that revealed she wasn't responsible for the fatal events she had been linked to. However, while Poppy was exonerated, she left Los Angeles under a cloud of shame and mistrust. Katie Logan, being one of the loudest voices calling for Poppy's imprisonment, ran a campaign to ensure that Poppy was put behind bars. Even though Katie wasn't directly responsible for Poppy's time behind bars, it's easy to see how Poppy might view Katie as the face of her suffering. After all, when your life has been torn apart and your daughter is institutionalized for a double homicide, someone has to take the fall, right? And who better than Katie? But the real question is, why has Poppy stayed so quiet for so long? And why is she returning now? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Poppy Nozawa's return for justice or revenge? Fans have been buzzing ever since rumors about Poppy Nozawa's return started swirling on the bold and the beautiful message boards. But why now? Well, according to spoilers, it appears that Poppy's quest for justice is far from over. While her daughter Luna may be locked away in a mental institution, Poppy is reportedly dealing with her own psychological battles. Could Poppy's need for closure drive her to take a page out of Luna's book? After all, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Luna's shocking killing spree left viewers in disbelief. How could a seemingly sweet and shy intern at Forrester Creations turn into a cold-blooded killer overnight? The truth is, we still don't have all the answers. But one thing is certain: Luna's actions have left a dark legacy, and Poppy Nozawa may be the key to unlocking more of the Nozawa family's troubled history. B&B spoilers hint that Poppy's return will not only stir up old feelings of betrayal, but could also reignite the fire of revenge. Could Poppy be out to settle the score with Katie Logan? Katie Logan's role. Did she seal her own fate? Katie Logan has long been a stabilizing force in the B&B universe. She's tough, independent, and loyal to a fault. But has her relentless pursuit of what she thought was justice backfired? It's important to remember that Katie played a major role in ensuring Poppy faced the consequences for a crime she didn't commit. Although Poppy was eventually cleared of all charges, Katie's campaign against her might be viewed as an unforgivable betrayal in Poppy's eyes. With Poppy's return on the horizon, it seems Katie may have reason to worry. Spoilers suggest that Poppy has been harboring feelings of anger and resentment, feelings that could soon reach a boiling point. Could Katie's actions have pushed Poppy over the edge? And if so, will Katie become the target of Poppy's wrath? The dark legacy of the Nozawa family. Will history repeat itself? The Nozawa family has proven time and time again that they are no strangers to tragedy. Luna's murderous rampage shocked the B&B community, but her actions may have been a symptom of something much deeper, something inherited from her mother, Poppy. Psychological trauma can be passed down through generations, and it's possible that Luna's mental instability is connected to a dark history within the Nozawa family. Could Poppy's own mental state be unraveling as a result of Luna's crimes? If so, Poppy's return could spell disaster for everyone involved, especially Katie Logan. Poppy's behavior in the past has shown glimpses of instability, but nothing as severe as what we saw with Luna. However, the emotional toll of watching her daughter commit heinous acts, coupled with her own experiences with injustice, may have pushed Poppy to the breaking point. Could we see Poppy follow in Luna's footsteps and resort to violence? Spoilers and speculation. Will Poppy Nozawa seek vengeance on Katie Logan? The million-dollar question on everyone's mind. Is Katie Logan in danger? B&B spoilers hint that Poppy Nozawa's return will not be peaceful. In fact, it's being described as a reckoning for those who wronged her. While Poppy may have been wrongfully imprisoned, she still holds certain individuals accountable for her suffering, and Katie Logan is at the top of that list. As Poppy re-enters the B&B universe, viewers can expect to see a complex and emotionally charged storyline unfold. Will Poppy seek legal justice, or will she take matters into her own hands? Could Katie's life be at risk as Poppy struggles to come to terms with her past? Some fans speculate that Poppy may lash out violently, much like her daughter Luna. Others believe that Poppy could use more cunning methods to exact her revenge, manipulation, blackmail, and sabotage are all possibilities. But one thing is for sure. Katie Logan should be watching her back. Will Dollar Bill step in to protect Katie? Adding another layer of drama to this unfolding storyline is Dollar Bill Spencer, Don Diamont. While Bill and Katie have had their share of ups and downs, he has made it clear that he still cares deeply for her. Could Bill step in to protect Katie from Poppy's wrath? It wouldn't be the first time Bill has come to Katie's rescue, and his involvement could complicate matters even further. Bill and Poppy share a history of their own, and their interactions could reignite old tensions. If Bill does step in, it could create a dramatic love triangle, with Poppy seeking revenge not just on Katie but on Bill as well. After all, Bill's loyalty to Katie could be seen as yet another betrayal in Poppy's eyes. What's next for Poppy Nozawa? As Poppy Nozawa makes her dramatic return to The Bold and the Beautiful, fans are left with more questions than answers. Will she seek revenge on Katie Logan? Will her own mental state unravel in the wake of her daughter's crimes? And most importantly, will Katie survive Poppy's return? One thing is certain. The Nozawa family's dark legacy is far from over, and the fallout could be catastrophic. The Bold and the Beautiful never fails to deliver shocking twists and turns, and with Poppy's return on the horizon, viewers can expect more heart-stopping drama in the weeks to come. Stay tuned as the Nozawa family saga continues to unfold, and remember, nothing is ever as it seems in the world of The Bold and the Beautiful. Final thoughts. Is Katie Logan the next target? Poppy Nozawa's return to B&B promises to be one of the most explosive storylines in recent memory. With the potential for revenge, psychological breakdowns, and shocking revelations, fans won't want to miss a single episode. But the biggest question remains. Will Katie Logan be able to outwit Poppy, or is she doomed to fall victim to the Nozawa family curse? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to tune in to The Bold and the Beautiful for all the latest drama. Is Looney Luna the new Sheila Carter? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Could Luna outdo Sheila's evil? The Bold and the Beautiful has never been short on twisted characters and jaw-dropping plotlines, but fans are now asking, is Luna Nozawa shaping up to be the next Sheila Carter? With Sheila seemingly reformed as Sheila Sharp, viewers are left wondering if a new villainess is emerging on the canvas. Could Luna, with her chilling cruelty, be even more dangerous than Sheila ever was? Luna Nozawa, a new villain in town. Sheila Carter, played by the inimitable Kimberlin Brown, has terrorized The Bold and the Beautiful for decades. From switching babies to attempted murders, her villainous reign seemed unmatched. Yet now, as Sheila adopts the persona of Sheila Sharp, claiming to have reformed, a new threat looms on the horizon, Luna Nozawa. Luna, portrayed by an as yet unrevealed actress, is rapidly gaining a reputation for being as dark and twisted as Sheila herself. Luna's recent actions have fans comparing her to the infamous Sheila, and some even believe she might surpass Sheila in terms of sheer malevolence. The cage incident. Is Luna even more cruel than Sheila? One of the most shocking moments in Luna's storyline was her capture of Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and locking her in a cage in the middle of a condemned building. Starving Steffi, her own cousin-in-law, in such a horrific way brings to mind Sheila's murder of Lance Day, Adam Huss, via bee stings. But as fans are pointing out, while dying of anaphylaxis was brutal, Luna's method of torture might be even more twisted. Imagine the agony of starving to death in a cage, where even the water is too dangerous to drink. For Steffi, it was pure psychological and physical torment, rivaling the most heartless acts Sheila ever committed. Sheila Carter was ruthless, but Luna's cruelty feels more calculated. Sheila didn't have a personal vendetta against Lance when she left him to be stung to death, but Luna's attack on Steffi was rooted in something deeper: family betrayal. Luna is related to Steffi by marriage, yet that didn't stop her from locking Steffi up and leaving her to die. Is Luna's darkness a family trait? While Sheila Carter is well known for her history of violence and manipulation, Luna's backstory hints at a similar darkness. Sheila, when she was around Luna's age, left her own mother Molly Carter, Marilyn Alex, and Lauren Finmore Baldwin, Tracy E. Bregman, to die in a burning house. Both women narrowly escaped death, but the similarities between Sheila's early evil acts and Luna's recent behavior are striking. Like Sheila, Luna is cold, calculating, and doesn't hesitate to harm those closest to her. And just like Sheila, Luna is a master manipulator who hides her true nature behind a mask of charm and innocence. Can Luna escape like Sheila? One of Sheila's most infamous traits is her ability to escape from prison and continue her reign of terror. Over the years, Sheila has broken out of jail countless times, often using her feminine wiles to seduce male guards into helping her. Fans are speculating that Luna might follow in Sheila's footsteps. Given her young age and her own brand of manipulative charm, it's easy to see how Luna could use her looks and charisma to seduce a prison guard, perhaps even a female one, and orchestrate her own prison break. Luna has already demonstrated her ability to deceive those around her. Even her own mother didn't realize the extent of her daughter's darkness. This opens the door to a future where Luna could escape and wreak havoc on the unsuspecting characters of the bold and the beautiful. Just like Sheila, Luna has killed before and she will kill again. While Sheila Carter's criminal history is legendary, Luna has already proven herself to be a cold-blooded killer. Luna has taken the lives of 2 people already, and was fully prepared to make Steffi her 3rd victim. The fact that Luna hasn't already escaped from prison suggests she's biding her time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Luna's calculated and methodical approach to murder makes her all the more dangerous. Where Sheila would often act impulsively, Luna is more strategic in her actions. Fans are now left wondering if given the chance, who will Luna target next? And could she outdo even Sheila when it comes to pure evil? The psychological profile. Is Luna beyond help? One thing is clear. Luna Nozawa is deeply disturbed. But is she beyond redemption? Or could therapy save her from following Sheila's path? Sheila Carter has been through her fair share of therapy sessions, but none of them were able to cure her of her murderous tendencies. Even after marrying a psychiatrist and having a child with him, Sheila remained as dangerous as ever. Her deep-seated anger issues, stemming from an abusive childhood, only fueled her destructive behavior. Luna's psychological profile is just as troubling. A young woman filled with rage, loneliness, and self-deception, Luna's obsession with Bill Spencer, Don Diamant being her father, even though he isn't, has driven her to commit heinous acts. She killed to keep the secret of Bill's non-paternity and appears to have no remorse for her actions. The question remains: would deep therapy help Luna? Or is she too far gone? Sheila's therapy sessions did little to curb her violent impulses, and it's likely that Luna would fare no better. In fact, Luna's ability to mask her true nature suggests she could manipulate even the most skilled therapists into believing she's reformed, just like Sheila has done time and time again. Sheila versus Luna. Who is more dangerous? As Sheila Carter seems reformed, many are questioning whether Luna might take over as the top villain on The Bold and the Beautiful. While Sheila's reign of terror was fueled by jealousy and the desire for control, Luna's motivations seem more personal, more vindictive. She's killed to protect her secrets, and her obsession with Bill Spencer makes her a threat to anyone who gets in her way. And let's not forget that Sheila, while still dangerous, seems to have mellowed somewhat. She wants acceptance from her family, and is less focused on outright violence. Luna, on the other hand, is just getting started. If she escapes from prison, which fans fully expect her to do, she could return with a vengeance, ready to pick off her enemies one by one. Is Bill Spencer Luna's next target? Luna's obsession with Bill Spencer could spell disaster for anyone close to him. Whether she views Bill as a father figure or something more sinister, Luna's fixation makes her dangerous. Sheila Carter was always a threat to those she loved, but Luna takes it to the next level. She's willing to kill for Bill's love, fatherly or otherwise. This puts everyone in Bill's life at risk, including his children, his lovers, and anyone else she perceives as competition. If Luna escapes prison, it's not a matter of if she'll strike again, but who will be her next victim. And with Bill in her sights, it's likely that anyone who stands between her and her delusional quest for his affection will pay the price. Conclusion: the rise of Loony Luna. As The Bold and the Beautiful continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Luna Nozawa is quickly becoming the new Sheila Carter. With her cruel, calculated nature and willingness to kill without remorse, Luna poses a far greater threat than Sheila does in her current, seemingly reformed state. Steffi and Ivy Forrester make Hope Logan's life a living hell. Will Hope survive the Forrester firestorm on The Bold and the Beautiful? The drama is heating up on The Bold and the Beautiful, and it looks like Hope Logan, played by Annika Noel, has once again found herself in the center of a maelstrom. This time, however, she's not just dealing with one Forrester woman. She's about to face two. Both Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, have their eyes set on making Hope's life a living hell, and let's just say, things are about to get messy. If you thought Hope's recent struggles were bad, brace yourself, because B&B spoilers indicate that the worst is yet to come. With Ivy making her grand return to Los Angeles and Steffi fiercely protecting her territory, Hope is about to be caught between two formidable Forrester women, and it may just be more than she can handle. Can Hope survive the onslaught of animosity coming her way, or will the Forrester women finally break her spirit for good? Let's dive into the explosive spoilers ahead. Steffi Forrester. The Queen of Forrester Creations strikes back. Steffi Forrester is no stranger to conflict, especially when it comes to Hope Logan. The rivalry between these two women is practically legendary at this point, and it has only intensified over the years as they've fought for the same men, positions of power, and even the loyalty of their families. Steffi has long been the more dominant personality, a woman who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to step on a few toes, or crush some hearts, to get it. And when it comes to Liam Spencer Scott Clifton, things can get downright brutal. Hope, who was trying to stay under the radar after that infamous kiss with Steffi's husband Finn, Tanner Novlin, seemed to be out of Steffi's immediate line of fire. But just when Hope thought she could move on and rebuild her life without having to constantly look over her shoulder, Liam Spencer reignited the flames of their past by professing his love for her once again. Big mistake, Liam. While Steffi and Liam may no longer be together, one thing is certain. Steffi isn't about to let Liam and Hope have a happy reunion on her watch. The mere idea of Hope and Liam rekindling their relationship is enough to send Steffi into protective overdrive. Spoilers reveal that Steffi isn't holding back her disdain for Liam's advances toward Hope, and she will make it very clear that she does not support them getting back together. Steffi's fierce protectiveness over Liam, even after they've parted ways romantically, feels like a continuation of their long, complicated history. But it's more than just old feelings at play here. Steffi sees Hope as a threat to the family dynamic she's worked so hard to maintain, and now with Finn in her life and a stable family on the horizon, the last thing she needs is Hope throwing a wrench into things by reopening old wounds with Liam. Will Steffi put her foot down and make sure Hope knows exactly where she stands? Absolutely. B&B spoilers. Ivy Forrester returns, but she's not here for tea and sympathy. As if dealing with Steffi wasn't bad enough, Hope Logan is about to face another formidable foe. Ivy Forrester is back, and she's not here to play nice. Ivy's return to the bold and the beautiful is set to shake things up in a big way. Fans have long speculated about her return, and now that Ashley Brewer's character is making her way back to Los Angeles, it's clear that she has unfinished business. And that unfinished business? It's Liam Spencer. Let's not forget that Ivy and Hope have a long history of battling over Liam. In the past, their rivalry was intense, with both women vying for Liam's affection, and things got ugly. Ivy has never been one to back down from a fight, and her return suggests that she's ready to pick up where she and Liam left off. But there's a twist. Liam has already started making moves toward rekindling his relationship with Hope. Cue the drama. Will Ivy's return throw a wrench into Liam's plans with Hope, or will she step in and claim what she believes is rightfully hers? Spoilers hint that Ivy has no intentions of letting Hope win this time around, and she's ready to fight for what she wants. Hope Logan. Caught between two Forrester titans. Poor Hope Logan. She's been through so much already, and just when it seemed like she might be able to breathe again, she's about to be blindsided by not one, but two Forrester women who are gunning for her. Steffi's wrath is legendary, and now that Liam is once again showing interest in Hope, Steffi isn't going to take it lying down. Even though she's moved on with Finn, there's still a part of Steffi that feels a sense of ownership over Liam. After all, they share a child and they've been through so much together. The idea of Hope coming back into the picture threatens the delicate balance Steffi has created for herself, and she's not about to let Hope ruin everything. But with Ivy back in town, things get even more complicated. Ivy and Hope have fought over Liam before, and now they're set to do it all over again. The stakes are even higher this time around, and Ivy isn't going to let Hope waltz back into Liam's life without a fight. With two powerful Forrester women targeting her, Hope is going to have to be at the top of her game if she wants to survive this latest chapter of her love life. Will she be able to stand up to both Steffi and Ivy, or will she crumble under the pressure? The battle for Liam Spencer. Who will win his heart? It's no secret that Liam Spencer is a man who finds himself torn between women quite often. Over the years we've seen him bounce back and forth between Hope and Steffi, leaving both women heartbroken more than once. Now it seems like history is repeating itself. But with Ivy Forrester back in town, there's a new player in the game, and things are about to get even more complicated. Ivy made it clear in the past that she had deep feelings for Liam, and now that she's back, it's only natural that those feelings will resurface. So, who will win Liam's heart in the end? Will it be Hope, who has always held a special place in his heart? Will Steffi reassert her dominance and keep Liam away from Hope? Or will Ivy's return shake things up so much that Liam finds himself falling for her all over again? B&B spoilers hint that Liam's love life is about to get even more complicated, and fans can expect plenty of twists and turns along the way. B&B spoilers. Can Hope Logan handle the heat at Forrester Creations? As if her personal life wasn't messy enough, Hope Logan also has to contend with the power struggles at Forrester Creations. With Steffi and Ivy both firmly entrenched in the Forrester family, Hope is already at a disadvantage. Steffi, as a key figure at Forrester Creations, holds significant influence and power within the company. While Hope has worked hard to carve out her own space at the fashion house, her rivalry with Steffi has always cast a shadow over her achievements. And now, with Ivy returning to the fold, Hope's position at Forrester Creations could be in jeopardy. Both Steffi and Ivy have deep ties to the Forrester family, and they won't hesitate to use their influence to make Hope's life difficult at work. Could we see Hope pushed out of Forrester Creations entirely? Or will she rise to the occasion and prove that she belongs there just as much as anyone else? The verdict. Will Hope Logan survive the Forrester onslaught? The return of Ivy Forrester and the looming threat of Steffi's anger put Hope Logan in a perilous position. She's caught between two powerful women who have no qualms about fighting dirty to get what they want. And what they want is to make sure Hope doesn't find happiness with Liam, or anywhere near the Forrester family. Hope has always been resilient, but the upcoming weeks on The Bold and the Beautiful will test her in ways she's never been tested before. With Steffi and Ivy teaming up, either directly or indirectly, Hope could find herself completely isolated, both personally and professionally. So, can Hope stand her ground and fight back against the Forrester sisters? Or will Steffi and Ivy finally succeed in pushing Hope out of the picture for good?